Well, I am an agriculture economist and an agriculture scientist, and I believe in agriculture. Uh, did you know that in 1910 we harvested 320 million acres to satisfy our domestic population and anybody who wanted to buy from us? Come forward 100 years to 2010, we harvested 320 million acres to feed 307 million people and anybody who wanted to buy from us around the world. We did that through good productivity and developing a very efficient food delivery system. And what I want to talk to you today is about your relationship with food. I want to talk about people and food. I want to talk about the very personal relationship we have with food. This relationship is strong, it's deep within all of us. And we engage in this expression of choosing food quite often and every day. The food we put into our bodies in many ways defines who we are. The way we relate to food is sometimes called consumption. And I don't like the word consumption. I don't like the word food consumption. Food consumption implies a notion of a mindless consumer, to be filled with stuff. And I don't believe that's the case. We're not zombies, headless, mindless people wandering in order to consume goods. I believe that we are a population of informed consumers and we're making deliberate choices. To be a consumer invokes the notion of an individual that is using knowledge and technology and information to satisfy their needs. They choose food according to their preferences and to fit their constraints. These choices are reflective and they are done to meet an end. And just go to the grocery store and watch people as they shop and how they do the calculus on the things that would be most satisfying, most healthy for them, and you'll see quite a bit of discussion take place. In our modern society, with its highly evolved food delivery system, the purchaser of food is a powerful force. The power to choose food and exercise this power is deeply ingrained in all of us. It's a matter of personal expression. The power to choose our foods we want is to become a basic human right, a basic human condition that we get to decide the food that we put into our bodies. And this decision and this ability to choose is encouraged from the time we're very, very small. When we're little bitty, we're presented foods and we're expected to choose. And much discussion takes place about the things that we choose. We're presented with foods at nearly every food eating activity throughout the day, and we're expected to choose the things that we want to eat. It's a rather free expression. We're presented opportunities to choose food at schools, to choose food at work, wherever we are, different types and conditions for food at home, when we entertain our friends, when we contribute to the shopping list at home, we're expected and we expect to be able to choose our foods, especially when we're away from home. And the choices of foods is much of our personality. Even later in life, choosing food becomes very important to us. It's a social activity, and even at the very end of life's struggles, sometimes choosing food is so important that we will choose not to choose food, sadly enough. What makes this right to choose food so important is that the food purchaser gets to decide which foods are available. Today's purchaser of food is using this power to encourage and to develop and cause an evolution in a food delivery system that they want, and they're in control of it. The power people have to create the type of food delivery system is completely within the control of the purchaser. And this is where it really gets interesting. You see, the purchaser of today, me, older generation, has had poor and lacking information about how foods affect the body. In fact, we're just now beginning to map out how the body responds to different types of foods. But kids of today, with good science, good information, children, adolescents, young adults, are more interested, they're better informed about foods than any generation before. And I like to think of it like this: we are building a generation of food purchasing experts that'll surely exercise their purchasing power for healthy foods, and the choices that they make will build the food delivery system of the future. And we're well on our way. We got food education in school. We got food education all around us. We can't escape it. It's in the restaurants. It's on TV shows, popular shows, magazines, food experience and education when we shop with our families. We can obtain expert food information for healthy eating. We can seek healthy eating just about anywhere we go, and it's certainly, and has been for a long time, good information on products and labels. And don't forget, just plain good experience with food is a good idea. The level of food awareness in today's society is well advanced. The average purchaser is well familiar with foods. Is familiar with considerations about food such as salts and calories, sugars, additives, degree of processing, preservatives, serving size, recommended daily intake, how to build a balanced diet. This is especially true about our young people. Young people especially are exercising their food purchasing power to promote and encourage a food delivery system that they want. Now sometimes, and we've been told at times, that there are forces outside the household that direct the consumption of food. But I think the reality is that the purchaser gets to direct the evolution of their food system. All as it is necessary. Purchasers seeking healthy items and seeking outlets that sell healthy foods is all that's necessary to begin a process where stores and retailers seek to satisfy the consumer. Such an evolution is well advanced and well evident in the variety of goods we have in stores now, and the number of healthy foods is increasing every time we visit the store. We have a variety of foods that allow us to pick among fat contents, among sugar contents, degree of processing, organic or non-organic. We can lower salt in our diet. We can choose metabolic conditions to treat with foods. Even our snack foods are becoming more healthy. Healthy heart foods. These things are available, and purchasers have made them available. Stores are sensitive to our purchasers' dollar votes. Foods that do not meet the purchaser's needs will surely disappear from the shelves to be replaced by items that are satisfying to the consumer. Everywhere we look, we see healthy foods, and it's the younger generation that's going to make it happen. The future is bright. We're becoming a people of smart eaters. Purchasers have all the power to choose. Power to the people. Thank you.